Meet Mary. Mary is a brilliant neuroscientist trapped in a strictly black and white room. She reads monochrome books, monitors the world through black and white screens, and wears black and white clothes. She has lived her entire life without seeing a single drop of color. Despite her isolated existence, Mary spends her life studying the physical science of color vision. Over decades of research, her knowledge becomes absolute. She knows that light travels in electromagnetic waves, and that what we call red corresponds to wavelengths around 700 nanometers. She understands the exact biochemical reaction when photons strike the cone cells in the human retina. She can map the electrical impulses traveling down the optic nerve and pinpoint the precise cluster of neurons firing in the visual cortex. From a purely physical standpoint, Mary's knowledge is complete. There's not a single chemical, biological, or physical fact about color vision that she does not know. Then, one day, the door opens. Mary steps outside her room. She looks down, and for the very first time in her life, someone hands her a bright, ripe, red apple. In 1982, philosopher Frank Jackson proposed this thought experiment to challenge a dominant idea in science: physicalism. The claim that everything in the universe, including the human mind, is entirely physical. Jackson posed a single, deceptively simple question. When Mary sees red for the first time, does she learn anything new? Your answer to this puzzle fundamentally changes how you define human consciousness. If your answer is yes, that Mary does learn something new, then physicalism fails. It means that even if you possess every physical measurable fact in the cosmos, there's still an entire dimension of reality you missed: the raw, subjective experience of living it. Philosophers call these subjective experiences qualia. The internal, unmeasurable sensation of seeing red, tasting salt, or feeling cold. You can describe the nerve signals of pain to someone, but until they feel it, they don't know it. If qualia exists outside physical facts, then consciousness cannot be reduced to simple brain chemistry. But what if the answer is no? Materialist philosophers, like Daniel Dennett, argue that we are vastly underestimating what knowing every physical fact actually means. Dennett claims that if Mary truly knew every physical detail of human neurology, she could already predict exactly how her brain would react to those 700 nanometer light waves. To Dennett, the red apple wouldn't shock her. She'd look at it and say, "Ah, yes, exactly the neurological sensation I calculated." Then there is a third view, the ability hypothesis. Philosopher David Lewis argued that Mary didn't learn a new fact, nor was she already prepared. Instead, she gained a new skill. It's like reading 1,000 books on how to ride a bicycle. Reading the physics of balance doesn't mean you know how to ride. When you finally step onto the pedals, you don't gain new physical data, you acquire the know-how. Seeing red gave Mary the mental ability to remember, imagine, and recognize color. Mary's room isn't just a puzzle for neuroscientists, it's a mirror for the modern world. We live in an age where we construct our own digital black and white rooms out of data, stats, and summaries. We read 50 reviews of a meal before tasting it. We watch 4K drone footage of a mountain before climbing it. We analyze, rate, and optimize every moment, convincing ourselves that collecting data about reality is the same as living in it. You can memorize every formula, every rule book, and every explanation the world has to offer. But until you step through the door, you haven't actually seen the color. So now the question is over to you. When Mary steps out of that room and sees red for the first time, did she learn a new physical fact about reality? Did she simply gain a new skill? Or did she already know what would happen all along? Drop your answer in the comments below, and let's debate it.